music composition major and you're struggling to sell your sheet music online and to show what you're all about with your brand and your music in general, then having a well-designed portfolio website is the way to go. And I talk about this all the time on my channel. You can check out several videos, but I updated my website to just be one single scrolling page that shares everything that people need to know in order to purchase my music and learn more about myself. So I'm going to be showing you what that new updated portfolio website looks like and what you need on yours to stand out as a composer. So my music has a focus on educational concert music, like writing for concert bands and orchestras, and that's kind of how I focus my entire website around, as well as some scholarship stuff and research, and showing off my education background. So if that's similar to you, then I think this is a great way to design your website that makes it clutter-free and easy to use. So let's take a look at the site. Hello, B Camera. So this is the top of my page. And again, like I mentioned, that this is a complete scrolling page. So it's just one single page. There are no links or subpages that, well, there are links, but there are no additional like pages for a biography or selling my music. It's all one page, and I'll kind of scroll through it as we see fit. Some small things. This is just design at this point. I do like the simplistic minimalist design. This is my logo. I have this everywhere. And if I hover over it, this is just me nerding out. It's gray here, but when you have your mouse hover over it, it turns colorful. Oh, so good. That's really extra. The top page here, I have a link to a physical music catalog, or I don't know if it's a physical one, but it's like an additional one. And I'll click on it. I'll show you how it looks. So this is for the summer. This is just so much extra stuff that you don't need. I've been experimenting with creating these perusal catalogs where it has, you know, a curated list of all of my music and seasonal picks. So I don't know if this is gonna convert or actually do things, but I thought it looked nice. And I kind of was just learning how to use publishing, layout software. Affinity Publisher is what I use to make this. I just had a great time doing it. They can scan QR codes. They can directly purchase it on JW Pepper through all these little view buttons. I just had a fun time nerding out about it. So I have a call to action at the very top, but this is not necessary. Moving on, education. Of course, this is where I'm going to get my master's in the fall. So if you want to see what a master's composition student does and what life is like and what the major is like, stay subscribed. This is where I went for my undergrad. Put all that there. Newest music. This is just a nice little featurette of some of my newest music that came out. Actually, I think this is outdated, so I gotta go check this out. Ideally, it's pieces that you just want to highlight, just a short program note. And honestly, I used AI to create a short little sales thing, or I don't know if it's a sales, the program part of it. So you can do that too. I don't really care. About the composer, so a nice professional headshot. I always recommend this for composers, to get one of your friends with a very nice camera and to have them take a picture of you, give them $5 or buy them McDonald's to allow you to use their camera, because this is going to be used on programs and all sorts of marketing materials. So it's great to have professional headshot. Full biography. This one is a lot longer than I had in my last website, but there are options, as you can see, if you download this press kit, just a little link. I actually got this idea from Sad Haddad. I have a video interview with him. Biographies, I have a short one and a long one, because 141 words is a short one, long one. So sometimes you have to submit a short biography for a contest, or if you're in a concert. Sometimes they want a longer one, so it's good to have those options. In this press kit, which is just a Google Drive folder, I also have more headshots for different things. So there's the same headshots. I have full resolution ones. I have square ones. Additional ones. I have some black and white ones. Older pictures, depending on what they're looking for. There's a black and white one. So just make a little press kit with all that. Additionally, I have a pronunciation guide for my name in case people want that. That can actually be pretty useful if you have a hard to pronounce name. Okay, some affiliations is nice to have as well there. I have a nice button for my CV. This is a curriculum vitae, which is kind of like a resume for composers, and there are so many things to include in here. I will make a separate video on how to write a good CV, but there are many videos on the internet. Sad Haddad has a really good one on what to include in your CV, so performances, awards, and all that jazz. So I redacted my address and stuff because you guys don't need to see that. Okay, compositions is kind of like the meat and potatoes of your portfolio. This is kind of a list of all the pieces that I'm comfortable with self-publishing online for people to purchase. Not super sold on how I designed it, but this is kind of what I did for now. It's just a clear way of showing the instrumentation, duration, and a way for people to view perusal scores of my pieces. Um, so any single piece listed on here, it's kind of in reverse chronological order, starting with the latest at the top. So this is a commission I just finished. If you hit view, you have a nice, beautiful perusal score. It's all watermarked and protected so no one can steal it without paying for it. So I create all of these perusal things with issue, or I publish them on there. So it allows me to have this really nice page turn, protects from like downloading and stuff. So it is expensive, but I have like a student yearly waiver that they allow. So once that dries up, I don't really know how I'm going to afford to pay for issue, but for now, I have it on here. It's just really nice. I think it's a great attention to detail that people like. Okay, we're moving on. I have a newsletter that I include here. You can read that. It's on Substack. Not super necessary, but I have it on there just because. And then, of course, at the bottom, it's nice to have a contact form or email that they can contact you with some social media links. I keep it really simple, and people keep on telling me how much they enjoy just perusing on my website because it's so clean and straight to the point. I used to have a really complex website. If you check my last portfolio video out where I kind of did a walkthrough like this, there was just so much that I didn't need on there. Just random stuff, and this just keeps it simple. It's actually a lot more cost effective than the previous service I used. This one is called Card, 2 R's in it. So yes, I use card.co to create this, just these one-page websites. So yeah, it's just been invaluable having a website to just share all of my music and make it easy for people to contact me. Like I always mention, having a portfolio website is one of the most game-changing things you can do as a 21st century composer and even a musician. I've gotten like 90% of all of my commissions, publication offers, and other business things just from my website. So I highly recommend it if you don't have one already. If you have any questions, I'd be happy to help you down below. And if you have any suggestions to improve mine, then also let me know. I know it's not perfect, especially with searchability and things like that. But since my catalog is quite small, I feel like I don't need to make it super robust. It's more of just a way to showcase all of my works in a very aesthetic and pleasing way, which is what I kind of prioritizing my branding. So having a much better website to showcase your music is just one piece of the puzzle when it comes to selling more of your music. If you want to learn about creating score videos to increase that discoverability and reach thousands of people and potential customers, check out this video next. But thank you so much for watching. I'll see you over there.